This is a mini intro. All right, guys, so we got some brand new information. Nothing new on the banners yet. They did not release that information. We'll check that out later, but we have some new changes to Abyss. And there's going to be also some cool changes to gameplay, as well as some big updates for mobile players and some small updates for PlayStation players. Let's jump into it. All right, so we finally got information on when this thing's gonna be. Let's see. All right, so we got the stuff in for 1.5. We know the update's gonna be at the 28th of April at 6 a.m. for my Pacific Time. I have a countdown in here. For one is for the start of the update, one's for the finish. They said it's up to 5 hours. So Pog, we know when 1.5 is coming exactly, so interesting. Set that up for you guys so you guys will know exactly when it'll happen, and a link to that in the description below. Check it out. All that stuff. Okay. New character is going to be, looks like they listed in here Eula first and then Yanfei second. A lot of the information I've been hearing is saying that Yanfei is first and Eula second. So I'm actually kind of confused as to why Eula is first in this order. So Eula might be first? Question mark? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe just the order's weird here, so I'm not sure. Okay. There's gonna be a new weapon, the new 5-star Claymore. If you don't know, it's a high base attack weapon with fizz damage and increases damage of your party. It also increases attack speed and stuff like that, so it's bitchin'. We probably will get information on that relatively soon. The new 4-star and 5-star sets are going to be the Pale Flame sets, which is going to be available, and the new Tenacity of the Millith, both of which I might have a separate video on at some point next day or so I might put that out soon. All right, let's take a look. There's going to be a new domains, Ridgewatch. It's going to be a brand new artifact domain that you're going to farm, and it's going to be for you to complete in order to get the Tenacity Myth and Pale Flame sets, as well as the new Beneath the Dragon Queller quest, and this is going to be for the weekly missions, I think, right? All right. New monsters. There's going to be Cryo Hippostasis and Adzada, or Adzada, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. And a new elite monster, Abyss Lector with Violet Lightning, and a creature in the Abyss Order that calls upon lightning and darkness. So all this is all the same stuff. We get a new Zhongli story quest, new Eula story quest, hangouts and stuff like that. But the thing that I made this video for, and the whole reason I wanted to talk about something here, is I wanted to talk about this part. And this is going to be a brand new section, and this is interesting because there is a new Abyss that's going to be starting. Looks like right as pretty much the same time as 1.5 starts, and it's going to be a brand new events where we're having a floor 11 and floor 12 change. Looks like floor 9 and 10 stay the same, but floor 11 and floor 12 are changing. Your characters will periodically be inflicted with a new debuff called Slowing Water, and this greatly increases the skills of your cooldown skills until your Hydro element is removed. I am not sure how to remove Hydro element besides infusing with Pyro, so I'm assuming Jin Yang is a great character at this point to build out. Another way I think you can cleanse is potentially with Cryo, but of course if you use Hydro and Cryo together, you of course will get frozen, so that's an issue. You can also try to cleanse with Electro, but I don't even think there is an Electro cleanse in the game. And the only other cleanse in the game is Jean. So you got Bennett, Jin Yang, and Jean for like good cleansers that are available to remove this debuff. So those are the characters you gotta have. If you don't have Bennett and Jin Yang, you're kind of in trouble at this point. So you may want to build those out. Also, in floor 11, physical damage is boosted by 75%. So to go over these two different things that are happening for Abyss, the new Slowing Water effect is the exact same thing that happens in the weapon domain, where you're fighting a bunch of Hydro Slimes and Hydro Abyss Mages, where you need to kill them and your cooldown is basically doubled. But in that domain, you can't cleanse off the Hydro ability at all, and it stays on you forever. But in Abyss, you actually can. So that's what they're saying here. The physical buff is the exact same as in the Animo domain for Virides and Venner, as well as the Maiden set. And both of these are going to be available so that you can get a 75% physical damage bump. And if you don't know about this, characters that have physical damage get a significant damage bump in that domain. So a lot of people do showcases for physical in that domain, just show where you're at. So it's very cool that Fizz is getting a bump. And that means that physical is actually getting the first bump that it's had the entire time I've been playing Genshin Impact. So that's really cool. So characters that are really good with physical are Jin Yang, the new Eula character, Fischl, Razor, Kaching. What else is there? There's also versions of Beidou that work out with that. Any other one else? Yeah, I don't know. You do Xiao physical potentially even. Kaya, Zhongli, Zhangling, a bunch of different characters that'll work well. So there are a lot of Fizz weapons going to be available for polearm users, spear users, claymore users. But I think the big ones that you already have for Fizz are already built out. So the new physical set may help you with that as well. But if you're having trouble with the physical set, the Noblesse domain with the Bloodstain set should be probably enough to get you through there without any issue. There are also updates to the monster lineup on floor 11 and in floor 12, so there's going to be big changes there, so that's awesome. The starting lineup for the first time lunar phase is going to be refreshing after the 1.5 update, so it'll be about 2 days after the 1.5 update, maybe 3 days after the 1.5 update, depending on what time zone you're in, and that's when the new Abyss will start. So just know that you do have a few days into 1.5 where you have the original stuff from Abyss. So all the stuff that you had from this 1.4 patch and 1.3 patch. So you'll still have all those things to clear. I'll be clearing the Abyss the first time it comes around on Asia. So if you want to check it live, I'll be on twitch.tv/Sekapoko right when the Abyss goes live for the first time. So if you want to check that out, I'll be doing that in a full clear and see how it goes. All right. The phase 1 is called the Blade Moon Dance for the buff. When characters score consecutive hits against opponents with normal attacks within 2 seconds, this character's physical damage is increased by 5% for 10 seconds. So they're really trying to ramp up physical damage this time around and give players something else to try out. So that's really cool. I have a physical base Zhongli and a physical base Zhangling that I could eventually play around with, and a Fizz Kaching. So I think I'll do a Fizz Kaching on one side and Zhongli on the other, maybe Zhangling, depending on how I feel that day, but that's going to be really fun to play with. The effect stacks up to 5 times. So in addition to the 75% bump, you can also get another 25% on top of that you'll actually get for your normal attacks to just boost your damage by over 100% physical damage. So that's really cool. And only 1 stack is added at a time, regardless of how many enemies are hit with 1 strike. Okay. When 5 stacks have been obtained, further opponents hit by the release of Shockwave dealing AoE damage, and the Shockwave can be created every 1 second. So big Fizz buff to Abyss. That's awesome. All right. Phase 2. We're going to have a backlash will occur when characters hit a character protected by a shield. So a really big bump to Zhongli here, or any shield character to be using like Jin Yang or whatever. So basically, if you get hit with your shield on, it nukes everyone around you every 6 seconds. So that's sick. And then phase 3, which is the Rebellious Moon phase, when a character scores normal charge and plunging attacks that deal physical damage to opponents. Interesting. This character's crit rate increases by 3% for 10 seconds. How are you going to get plunging attacks to do that? Plunge attacks that are physical. Interesting. So Xiao is not boosted here. Interesting. Okay, so... But just any normal and charge attack will give you Fizz damage to bonus, and you get crit rate bump for 3 seconds. This starts with a 5 times. So 15% crit rate when you do any type of normal charge attack. So it's really going to rely on not EQ combos and more on just using normal and charge attacks. So that's cool. All right. When 5 attacks have been obtained, crit hits on opponents will unleash shockwaves and deal AoE damage. And shockwaves can be created in this manner once every 1 second. That's cool. So you can like nuke out with normal charge. That's really cool. So the new Abyss looks interesting. I'm excited for that. That looks very fun. There's also some system changes as well. Mail pins have been added to help you with like pinning mail. New voice interactions have been added for characters in the open world, and compatibility mode for auto API. Any kind of distorted effects have been fixed, and adds Japanese voiceovers for certain characters. So that's cool. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the English voice of Diona in Diona's Hangout is temporarily provided by Jackie Lastra. Oh, there must have been some like kind of health issues or something like that for the voice actor for Diona. So just know that the voice actor for Diona will be different in the story mode here. So unforeseen. Okay. What else is there? I'm going to read. So a lot of people have been asking about this. The new weekly bosses are now going to drop down your cost to 150 resin weekly. 3 of your weekly bosses are going to be at half cost, and 1 of them will be at full cost. So that's 3 times 30, so that's 90, and then 60 for the last one. So if you only want to do 3, it'll cost you 90 resin. So that's a big drop in resin cost for the overall, where you get 33% more loot out of the domains with 30 less resin a week. So that's a pretty good compromise. I'm fine with this. I was hoping to have no resin cost, but I guess they want resin here. In co-op mode, there's going to be at least 2 characters in a team to control by character. In companion, it's basically doubled, so that's cool. There's a boost to companionship XP. There's also some things that were fixed with controllers as well. Oh, and for anybody playing on PlayStation or using controllers, the new skip button while you're doing summons is holding circle or B. So make sure you use that button. They've changed the button. On mobile, there's actually 3 additional adjustment levels that have been added into settings for camera sensitivity. So while you're doing your aim shots, they're actually improving aiming for mobile players. So congratulations to mobile players. You're finally now can use Ganyu and Amber. Pog. All right, so that's cool. Well, apparently we just get the banners. So if we get the banners, I'll make another video. So I was hoping on getting the banners tonight, but apparently we didn't get them. We might get them tomorrow. Or we might get them super late tonight. So if we get them tonight, then I will, of course, post a video on that and do a should you pull video for the banners and like go over the details of the characters of the 4 stars. That's going to be it for this video. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you guys think about the new Abyss? I'm actually kind of excited for the brand new physical Abyss because we haven't been able to do like a Fizz-based Abyss in a long time or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. Razor mains kind of rejoice. So I'm excited to try out Fizz teams and we finally get to try something new. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.